Pain in your knees and joints can alter the lifestyle you want to have, but the specialists at Florida Pain Relief Group want to help you get back that life. Joining us today is Dr. Rudy Gary to talk about how to deal better with joint and knee pain. It seems like a common thing you hear people talking about, especially as former athletes or people that continue to age and they want to be physical. However, joint pain prevents them. Where do you begin to help them?
Well, we begin to first find out the cause. So for example, so speaking of athletes, we do have professional athletes that come and see us. And one of the problems with professional athletes is there's a lot of trauma, of course. So when you get, your joints are going to take a beating. And one of the things that we do for joint pain, especially in the knees and different joints, is we have something that's called regenerative medicine. And what we do is actually either take your own stem cells or use other stem cells, and we place those inside the joint, and it regenerates tissue. It's very natural, it's just through a needle injection. There's no surgery that's involved. So it's something we've been doing for quite some time. Well,
it sounds cutting edge, and you said you've been doing it quite some time. I know that's only one of the many things that you do offer to help those in Tampa Bay get out of pain.
Yes, and so whether it's the knee joints or joints anywhere, I've spoken earlier about, for example, back pain. And back pain can have different causes. It can be your muscles, it could be your nerves, it could be the sciatica, it can actually be your joints. And what people don't know is that our back consists of 31 different bones called vertebrae. They're stacked on top of each other through these tiny little joints called facet joints. And those joints can get inflammation and swelling just like if they're knee joints, elbow joints. So one of the things that we do, and we do it quite frequently, is we first go in there and put medication there into those little joints to reduce inflammation. If you get a lot of relief from that, the following procedure is something that's called radio frequency, and it's just done through a needle. And we go in and we burn these tiny little nerves called medial branch nerves that cause pain of your lower back. They don't do anything else other than tell you you have a lot of pain back there, and it allows you to have significant relief of your back pain that can last up to a year without having to take pain medications.
I was going to say, the thing that I'm noticing about what you're saying is you're not talking about pain medicine and you're not talking about a major surgery. Both things that people try to do everything to avoid, and you can make it happen and get the results.
That's what we do. So we find ways to let your body heal itself. We find ways to allow you to have a much better life. Pain medication is an epidemic, as we know, significant side effect. It's just, there's a need for it, but we want to eventually take you off pain medications, or if we cannot do that, if we can decrease your pain medications, let's say 60–70%, that's the difference between really not having much of a life and having a life and doing normal things again. And we do that through different techniques that we have at Florida Pain Relief Group.
I was going to say something else that's kind of special, and I can imagine satisfying for you. You're helping people in Tampa Bay, where you are from. I mean, you are a Tampa Bay guy through and through. That's got to be satisfying.
I love Tampa Bay. I went to junior high here, George Washington. I went to high school, Go Dragons, Jefferson High School. I went to South Florida for college, went away to medical school in Miami, and then came back, and I've been back ever since for many years, and I love being here.
And just if someone is watching at home and maybe they're a little concerned and like maybe my pain's not there yet, maybe it's not, what should people do? What about giving some advice to the viewers out there, how they can get in touch with you, or maybe when's the time?
Well, anytime that you want to find ways to not have to live with pain, you want to call us. We'll work with your primary care doctor, with any of your physicians. We'll send the notes. We know this is a collaborative effort. And we'll find ways to find out what's wrong with you, give you some options, and let you know that there are many ways you can be taken care of without just taking pain pills.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Always great to get your thoughts on how you can help our wonderful viewers. And if you want to relieve that joint or knee pain that we did talk about, well, just log on to FloridaPainReliefGroup.com.